Welcome to Study Loop.
So now we want to look at expressing the negation of the following propositions using quantifiers. That means some propositions are being given and we want to express them using quantifiers or expressing them in mathematical form. And after doing that, we then express the negation in English. So after writing the statement or propositions in the negation, which is in mathematical form, you write the negation in simple English terms. So the first one, the proposition is some drivers do not obey the speed limit. So some drivers, this implies that it is not every driver who does not obey the speed limits. So we can write our P of X to be drivers do not obey the speed limit. So if we say some drivers do not obey the speed limit, this statement can be written mathematically as there exists X P of X, which this statement implies that some drivers do not obey the speed limit. That is, it is not every driver that do not obey the speed limit. Some do obey it. And so the negation of this statement is given by a tilde, then we put there exist or some drivers in the mathematical form in brackets, which this is equivalent to saying that if some, then its negation will be all drivers. So we can say that all drivers. Now we negate drivers do not obey the speed limit. So this will now be all drivers do obey the speed limit. So this implies that the simple English sentence is all drivers do obey the speed limit. Now let's look at the second one. It goes as all Swedish movies are series. So we are saying that movies which are Swedish are all series. So we want to write the negation of this statement using quantifier. So we define our P of X to be Swedish movies are series. So this statement can be expressed mathematically as all x P of X is true. So if that is true, then the negation will go as negation of all x P of X. So this goes as, or this is equivalent to we saying there exists x negation P of X. So in simple English term, this can be said to be some Swedish movies are not series. Some Swedish movies are not series. Some Swedish movies are not series. Let's go to the third one. No one can keep a secret. No one can keep a secret. So this can be expressed as, you will agree with me that no one can keep a secret can be written mathematically as there's negation of there exists P of X, which I can say my P of X is 1 can keep a secret. So this is no one can keep a secret. So the negation of no one can keep a secret can be expressed as which this can further be said to be this negation will cancel out this negation. So we'll be having this to be equivalent to there exists S negation of P of X, which in English we can say that this is equivalent to this statement, or quantifier is equivalent to some can't keep a secret. And for the fourth one, The proposition states that there is someone in the class who does not have a good attitude. This implies that if everyone is having a good attitude, there may be someone who will not have, at least one person who will not have a good attitude. So we express the negation as, since we are saying there is someone, then we use the existential quantifier p of x is true. That means someone in the class does not have a good attitude. So the negation will be equivalent to, for all x, negation of p of x. So in English, you can state that everyone or each one in the class does have a good attitude. Everyone in the class does have a good attitude. And that's what we wish for all the time. Thank you.